Hello everyone! So, surprise! New background. Or maybe it's not so much of a surprise if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And then of course my battery died. But basically what I wanted to say was that I switched my office and I am currently in the process of redecorating it. So there are tons of new spaces in here that I'll be filming in and a ton of new decorating to come. So stay tuned and watch this space because a lot's gonna be changing. So, today's video. I recently put up a haul video and I hauled the Maybelline The Nudes palette and I got a ton of requests from you guys to see a look using the product and also kind of a review of it because it's brand new and it just launched in stores, I believe. It's sort of a mini first impressions as well as long-term impression, and I also got my sisters-in-law to give their first impression as well. Okay, so first impression of the actual product itself. I like the fact that it's very thin, I like the fact that it's light. They seemed like colors that I would really be drawn to. I like the fact that a lot of the nudes in here are actually a lot more on the gray tone, sort of taupey based and not so orange toned, if that makes any sense. I like that this is a product that I could take with me when I'm traveling and it would have like all of the colors that I would ever need. Now onto the actual colors themselves. I'll show more of a close-up so you guys can take a look at them. They have a really good mix of shimmer shadows as well as matte ones, which I really like. I like that there's a balance there. And they have some darker shadows as well as some lighter ones. I also like the fact that none of the colors in here have any glitter in them. Gagne! So I did a tutorial, which I will put up on Thursday, featuring this look for you guys, so you guys can check that out. And it just shows you how to use the products, and most of the products that I use are drugstore, which is awesome. Now on to the actual swatch test. I think this is important. I'm going to show you a swatch, a very quick swatch of each of the colors so you can see them and their pigmentation and my reaction to them. So we'll start with the light, sort of a shimmery tone. I like the fact that it has almost like a pinky gold sheen as an undertone to it, which you wouldn't see like just by looking at the color itself. I would say, I mean, it's not the most pigmented highlight shade that I've ever seen. Next color here is a very neutral tone. It's very taupe, kind of a gray taupey undertone to it. And it's really good for the crease. If you're looking for something that's very light, very wearable, like an everyday sort of a look, this is a really good color. Like, it doesn't feel chalky or anything like that. You're actually getting some good pigmentation out of it. And it's really buildable, which is really nice. That's why I like that color. The next one's very, a very obvious neutral base. If I need a color to act as sort of a blender, if that makes any sense, I use that one. So I'll use it if I'm doing a darker color, like a darker look like this one, and I will use it to sort of blend everything out so it blends nicely. Next is one of my favorites. I love this color. It's really rich, sort of a rusty bronze color. Perfect for summer. Gorgeous pigmentation, a nice sheen to it, and it's very coppery and pretty, and I love it. Then we're going to more of a matte, and then there's the one right beside it is also neutral, but it's a little bit darker. So if you wanted to do that sort of an outer V, perfect color for that. And then onto the bottom row, we have this sort of a shimmery brown, which looks really nice with the first copper that I talked about. If you use that one in the copper, really nice. This next one I haven't used before, but it looks like, oh, it didn't swatch as nicely as I would have liked. Like if I'm swatching it on my hand, you have to, it's a little bit more buildable, I suppose. Then there's this gorgeous gold color, which I love. Beautiful sheen, gorgeous gold. You can layer it on some of the other colors, which is really nice. I love that personally. The next one, haven't used this one. Not bad. It's a little bit of a sheen to it. It is darker, but it requires a couple of swatches to actually get like a good dark color to it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's more of a burgundy undertone, like a plum undertone. So that's really pretty, but it does take a couple of coats for that. Then there is this pinky highlight. Oh, that does not, oh no, okay. It's definitely more of like a sheen, not glittery, always a good thing. I think that would be, a good sort of top coat, I almost call it. Like if I'm doing something that's a little bit darker, but I want sort of a shimmer, like a sheen to it, that would be really nice over top of it without adding a lot of like a lighter color to it. So that's pretty. And then the last one is this rich sort of black. Now I use this as a really soft liner, and it worked really well. It's not the best black shadow that I've ever seen. I would be a little bit worried about this one having some fallout. So I will keep you posted. I haven't had any issues so far, and I've been wearing this all day. So a lot of people have been wondering if this is a good dupe for the Naked palette or the Lorac palettes or anything like that. Let me grab the palettes for you. Okay, so we'll compare it to the first Naked palette. This is what happens when you travel with this palette too much. Just ratchet. So we can see the colors here, and we can see, not yet. Wait for it. Bam! This is a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see. I would certainly say that a lot of the colors are very similar, so I'll show you kind of side-by-side swatches so you can see what I'm talking about. But I mean, Half Baked is very similar to the gold. It's definitely not the same though. I would say that they were certainly inspired by the Naked palette. The Naked palette is a lot more pigmented. You can definitely see the difference between the two. I like the fact that the Maybelline palette has a matte black. I just wish it was a little bit better quality. I don't like that the Naked palette has glitter in the black. I find that super annoying and much more prone to fallout. And the Maybelline palette has a lot more matte colors, I feel. 5 versus 2. I think overall, I mean, you're gonna get a lot stronger pigmentation out of the Naked palette. That is 100% accurate. I think if you have the Naked palette, I don't think you need the Maybelline palette per se, but if this is way out of your price range and you're looking for some beautiful neutrals for every day, I think this is a great alternative, and it has some really gorgeous colors, and I've been using a lot, as you can see by the fact that, you know, there's like powder everywhere. I used this all weekend because I wanted to make sure that I had a really good understanding of the colors, and I really liked it. So overall, would I spend my money on this? Yes, if you're looking for something that's really good, basic, and you just don't have the 60 bucks to spend on the Naked palette. I think that this is perfect. Do I think it has good pigmentation? Yes. Do I think it has the same pigmentation as the Naked palette? No. But you're also spending like $40, $50 more on the Naked palette. So I mean, you gotta pick what's important to you. I like the fact that there's a couple of more matte colors in here. I think that's a lot better for an everyday look. I like the fact that this doesn't have any glitter in it, whereas this one does. Just drop the brush. But overall, yes, I really like it, and I have been using it a ton, and I will continue to do so. So now I will show you guys when I went to go visit my sisters-in-law and what they thought of the product. I also did a look on Caroline, so you can go and check that out now.
I actually want people to know that I didn't want to act, and I never act, so I didn't want to see this palette beforehand because I can't fake expression. So what you're getting is the real deal. So I'm just gonna, like, that's my disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaiming.
Doesn't fake the funk. Oh my gosh.
No. Let me see. Can't really look at it in 1 second and give it.
It's open, you don't have to take them off.
I just,
Ooh.
Oh, I actually really like that.
Is this your way of giving it to me?
That's very nice.
You wish.
Oh, that
Calm
one,
down.
I knew that one I'd really like. That's a lot lighter than I had imagined it, but I really wanted it to be like.
This one is pretty. This guy. I wanted.
I like.
Did you use that
like
on me?
this.
I
nice.
used that one on you,
That's
and
what I
I
wanted.
used this one, and I used this one, and I used that on your
I don't
brows.
think that one would look good on me, but that's a nice color in general. I like these two, and I really like that one.
This one?
Yeah, look at that one.
Yeah.
I think they would all look good on me, and you should not take it.
Do you want to buy me it?
Do you
What do you
want
think of the color selection, the pigmentation? What do you think of the
What is
choices? What's
pigmentation?
missing? How dense the color is? Would you want it to be denser?
Like-
Would you do you like the amount of sparkle versus matte?
I like the I like the amount of sparkle. I was gonna say I like the illumination.
Don't pull out illumination.
I'm actually serious. It's not like too matte. I don't like when it's really matte because then I'm like, oh, it's just like all one color, and like I like having a little bit of depth. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You don't have any depth.
I have depth.
Ooh,
I'm deeper than a pool. I like that one might be my favorite.
That is my favorite, yeah. But I don't know why it's called the nudes, because like these aren't nude.
They're nude.
They're
nude.
neutral.
nude.
They're neutrals. But nude isn't the same as neutral.
I feel like it's the same.
Well, they're trying to go for the whole like, you know, they're you know, going after the naked palette, right?
Yeah, I think maybe the
I'm
only one
not wearing this.
wouldn't use is that one because it looks a little green. I don't know. It's not green at all. So that's good.
Because I wore it in the rain.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'd use that one because I'm pale. That one's the one I wouldn't use.
Can we?
Yeah, it's a little
Definitely not,
orange. Yeah, it's a little orangey toned for you.
Yeah.
And they look good on the Dibsy. Dibsy, close your eyes.
Oh yeah, did my fro?
It's pretty.
It can't be tamed. It's Miley 2008.
Thank you. Thank you for your participation in this project.
Oh, you know
Most
what,
welcome.
Rachel? Anytime.
Yeah,
Thanks for
appreciate it.
making me have a face today.
Yeah, no problem. I do what I can.
It was
I do what
nice
I
of you.
can. Say goodbye.
Bye.
And stay tuned for Thursday if you want to learn how to do this look. So if you do purchase this palette, this is the look that you could do. If you have any specific questions on the reviews that I just gave, leave them in the comments below and I will try to get to them. If you have any requests for future videos, also leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing week and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.